Hello and welcome to Crossword Joe. This is Saturday, February 29th, 2020. That's right. It's a leap year. We get that extra day. What are you going to do with your extra day? It's a really funny. Fun fact, as far as number of days per year, some people say it's, 365. Actually, it's 365.2422 from a lot of accounts, which means, it's close to 365.25, which is why we have an extra day every 4 years. But then every 100 years, we don't. So it gets it closer to, well, at that point, every 100 years, we have 365.24 days. Anyway, enough of that. This is, it's just a fun day. This was yesterday's puzzle, Fade to Black. We put black in front of each one of the last words in the main answers. Black hole, black magic, Black Friday, and of course everybody's favorite, black sheep, which I believe I'm one of them in our family. Let's stay on expert. Let's just stay on expert all day. We're on a good roll here. Let's get rid of sound effects and go to today's puzzle, which is appropriately leap day, which is what we just talked about. In a leap year, you have a leap day, right? So let's begin. Sweet stuff. I'm gonna say maybe sugar. Sugar. Let's see. City near Kansas City. Could be honey. Let's just move on. Included in an email. Included on an email is an attachment, but there's no abbreviation there, so we'll move on. Bros, for example. Maybe pals, not mono stereo. Bros. Okay. Sibs, maybe. Not these, those. Those. Distinctive air is a aura. Had a certain aura about him. The band, Ham for one. Okay, it's probably a trio because stereo going down. Leap with glee. Leap with glee. Let's move on. Messes up. Errors. Yeah, stereo. Errors. Unrefined metal is ore. Famous Amos. Cookies. Famous Amos. We had Andy and Amos the other day. So, guiding principle is, let's see, stereo. What is that? Creed. Remember the band Creed back in the what was it? Early 90s? Mid 90s, late 90s, something like that. I'm losing track of decades here. Result of wax buildup. A dull finish, right? Remember that Pledge commercials? People of my generation, we had Pledge. It removes waxy buildup. Or was that End Dust? Maybe that's what it is. Let's see. Result of wax buildup, perhaps. Let's move on. Pieces in the board game Mastermind. I don't know if I've played Mastermind. You have CPR. You have stereo. Pieces are, let's see, like some verbs, irregular. Pegs. It must be pegs. Leap from place to place. Okay. Blank, you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. I knew you were going to. Pooh's feathered friend, that'd be owl. I always thought that was a rather generic name. I mean, that Eeyore. Of course, they had Kanga and Roo and Tigger. But owl, he was just regular owl. Gift in 18 down. We haven't gone down yet, so let's move forward. Pork, beef, or lamb. Let's see. Little devils or imps. That's going to be meat. But I heard that if you're vegetarian, you can still have lamb. Was it my big fat Greek wedding? That's okay. I'll make lamb. I'm pretty sure that's still meat, lady. Pin place. Pin place. Let's move on. Density times volume is density times volume, I believe, is mass, isn't it? See, yeah, because we've got group opposed to intoxicated motoring. That's mad. Mothers against drunk driving. So I'm going to say mass. Per my last email. Yeah, I'm going to say per. I think that's common office expression. Per your request. Per our discussion. Choose. If you choose something, you opt for something. I'm going to say opt. Let's see, soil. Direction opposite. I always like these. These are so easy. Because it's just, you just put in the opposite. The direction opposite of west, southwest is east, northeast. Oops. East, northeast. And let's see, soil. Mad. Let's just move on. Leap into consciousness. Okay, obviously leap is the theme here. So it's going to be start with S because it's imps. Doesn't close. Keeps open. Least wide, narrowest. Spring. Spring. Into mind. That spring. Okay, let's just move on. Pop by another name is... let's see, if it doesn't close, it keeps. Pop, soda. I want a pop. I want a soda. It's always, what does that mean? Well, it depends on what region of the USA, since this is USA Today, what region you're from. Some people say pop, some people say soda, some people say soda pop. Possible purchase from a lot. Possible purchase from a lot. Namely, don't know that. Syrup sources are syrup sources. Taps, maybe? Goes downhill or cross country fast. Okay. UN translated. Translated. It's not uno. It could be. It could be like uno, or maybe Italian uses on. Let's see, layers of coats. So yeah, I'm just gonna guess one, the number one. Newspaper essay, op-ed. But that's not abbreviate. But I guess it's a common enough term. Opinion, something edited. I think that's what it is. Leap ahead in school. Leap ahead in. I think they all start with spring. I'm just gonna guess that. Spring something. Just guessing. Blank of the Dubervilles. I wish I knew that. I think it sounds like a book that I've never read. A four-legged friend of Dorothy. I'd say it's more than a friend. It's her pet, Toto. Keeps open. Let's just move on. Heap, because this is going to be spa. Goes down hill or cross country fast. Okay. Paid to play a hand, you annied. You annied to play the hand, poker. Aware of, onto, or let's see, on, least wide, narrow west, onto, yeah. Job title abbreviation. Job title, let's move on. Smart Mouth Cat in Homeward Bound. That sounds like a Disney movie or something. It sounds like one of those animated movies. Maybe it was live action. But I don't recall. Neon is it starts with an S though. Santa. Let's move on. Sarah. Okay, what's a city near Kansas City? And it's abbreviated, so it's like Kansas City, Missouri, St. Louis. Yeah, no, it's not really near Kansas City though. But that would, no, Saint, something else, Saint Joseph? Let's move on. Star Trek role for Nichols and Sladina. O'Hara? Oh, Pile, I know this one. Pile of 60s TV, that's Gomer. Gomer Pyle. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Let's see, Gomer. There we go. That was a funny show, especially the sergeant. Let's see. Reptile that becomes an insect if you add a W. That's going to be asp. Asp, very dangerous. Name the movie. That's today's challenge. But if you add a W in front of that, you get a wasp. That's right. But asps, very dangerous. You go first. Pro whistleblower. That'll be a ref. That'll be a ref. And we're starting the MLS season, so good luck to all those referees out there. Those head referees and assistant referees. And yeah, I believe that's what it is. I happen to know one. Model camera. Model. No, yeah, it looks like camera when you don't have your glasses on, but it actually is. It's somebody's name, Caria. Although if you squint your eyes, it looks just like camera. But sorry, don't know your model. Killer dog in a Stephen King novel. Oh, what is that? I want to say K something. Cato. I don't want to guess too much. Love God, who's an anagram for rose, is Eros, right? And day and night. Day and night, not mono, stereo. Like some verbs are irregular. Now don't ask me what that means. I just know the term, you know? It's like I just make beds. That's it. Don't ask me where the patient went. That was in Scrubs, last night's episode that I watched. Expensive soup ingredient is don't know, bros, siblings. So it's expensive soup ingredient. Not great, not terrible, just so-so. So it's not Creed, it's Credo. So this may help. Maybe it's bird seeds. Let's see. Bird something. Expensive soup ingredient. Okay, let's move forward. Honolulu's home. Is it Oahu? Is that how you spell it? Never been over to the islands. Heard it's pretty nice over there. Life-saving letters are CPR. And let's see. Drive the getaway car, for example. This is what we had yesterday when you aid in a crime, you would bet. You aid in a bet. You may not do the actual crime, but you're helping them. Sacred bovine is a cow, at least in like India, I believe. Admit, slangily. Fess up, admit. Female sheep is a ewe. Is it ewe? No, it's ewe. Clarissa explains it all. I'm guessing. I think I've heard. Is that a book or something? I'm not sure. Gossip is those like dirt or something. I hate doing that stuff. Little devils are imps. Keeps open means doesn't close. Keep it open. Least wide is narrowest. There we go. Enter in a jurgle, you log. That's right. On point. On point. I'm guessing apt. Let's move on. Group opposed to intoxicated motoring. We talked about it earlier. MAD. Mothers against drunk driving. There we go. This is that easy one. East by northeast. And rebuttal to you never, I did so. I did so. That's a rebuttal. And Turner, who led a rebellion, I'd say Nat. Nat Turner. Nat Turner's Rebellion. Kermit or Ernie, for example, are Muppets, right? Is that the answer? Muppets. Maybe it's not spring then. Muppets. Muppet. Okay, it's a P, so it's not going to be spring. So we'll get it right. It was a nice guess. Although G works for this, but it could be just a mere coincidence. Ray, who voiced the mom in Hair Love. Okay, sorry, don't know ya. Layers of paint, coats. South American mountain range are the Andes, as opposed to the Amoses. High and thin. High and thin. There's going to be a car lot, or a used car going across. High and thin. Okay. And of course, Toto is Dorothy's friend. Goes downhill. I don't know. Is sick. Ills or ales? Maybe ales. Yeah, because it's going to be dad. Ales. Spa. Yes. Generic messenger is RNA. And let's go across. Sweet. It's got to be sugar, right? Sweet stuff, sugar. Let's see. Included on email. Included on an email. CC, right? So that's like courtesy copy or carbon copy from back in the day. Leap with jump for joy. Yes. And I think I know what today's theme is. Do you? Jump for joy. Cujo is that Stephen King novel. And let's go over here. Result of wax buildup. Let's see. Saint Joseph, maybe. Let's see. Star Trek. Roll. Yuhara. Let's see. Is it scratches? Result of wax buildup. Scratches. Let's go over here. This is going to be leap from place to place. Bound something, right? Bound. Bounded. Explains it. Bound. Bound around. Okay. Maybe it's not bound. What's that E doing there? Because it's like bounds around. So a female sheep is not a ewe. Is not a ewe. Leap from place to place. This is really weird. Bound around. Okay, let's just move on. A gift in 18 down. That's probably that that Hawaiian island. And it's going to be a lei. There we go. A pin places a lapel. You put a pin on a lapel. And over here, soil is earth. There we go. Spring to mind. Spring to mind. Used car. Syrup sources are maybe taps. Like where you tap a tree. Leap ahead in school is skip a grade. Skip a grade. I never did that. Let's see. Heap, you pile. What is this? Goes down fast. Skis. So it's not taps, it's saps. Okay. And over here you would have, going down, let's see, skis. Assistant. There we go. Smart mouth cat in Homer Brown is probably sassy, right? Sassy. He's sassy. This is probably Carmen, right? Result of wax buildup. Let's see. That O? No. Carmen. What is going on here? Let's see. Result of wax buildup. That's the only place that I have left here. So we're probably going to go to regular, guys. Sorry, the last day of the month. This is puzzle number 60. But it may be one of those things where it's a face palm, you know. This doesn't look right either. You know, I think the rest of this looks good, but what is this? Leap from place to place, bounds around. It is bound. Let's call it. Let's go to regular. Yep. It's St. Joe. Oh, that's right. St. Joe. St. Joseph. Like, it's one of Crossword Joe's relatives. Let's see. Result of wax ear. Oh, it's an earache. Oh, result of wax. See, I was thinking of furniture. See this confirmation bias? It's like immediately I think of furniture. It's like, what is it? Is it a scratch? No, it's an earache. And this, if I would have looked this admitted slangly, is admit. Cop to. You cop a feel. To bounce around. Or cop a feel. That's funny. You cop to. That's like, that's a Freudian slip there, I guess. Admit slangily. Cop to. See, female sheep is a you. Yep. Bounce around. And then what's this? To wit. Right? Namely, to wit. Okay, there we go. Well, it's less than 20 minutes. So it's. We had 3 that we needed some help on. We didn't have to have the computer actually do it, but we did have 3 that we needed help on. A lot of it was confirmation. You know, 2 of them were confirmation bias, and the last one is like, I'm not sure why I didn't have an O there. I forgot what I had on there, but that was just laziness for not looking at it. But yeah, 20 minutes, close to it. Yeah, I just thought this is furniture, so I never even thought about earache. And I thought this is bound. I didn't even look down here. And this, what did I have here? Keeps open. I thought that's what I said, but I didn't have an O there. It happens, guys. This is what makes the real good ones, like the last couple of days, you know, feel much better, is because you know that something like this is going to happen. But again, it's less than 20, and I also didn't have the computer have to answer any. So anyway, this is the last puzzle for February. Like I said, it's number 60, and this has been a great run. Let's keep it up. Sarah Niles. I'm not sure if we've had a puzzle from you yet this year. I believe it's Sarah Nees. Crossword Joe needs to get his glasses on. And edited by Eric Agard, of course, and it's published by USA Today. Thank you very much. Today's theme is leap year, and go ahead and pause if you want to look and see what and guess what today's theme is. But I'll go ahead and get into it. First of all, we have the 4 answers going across, the big ones. Jump for joy. Jump is another way of saying, it's a synonym, I guess, of leap. When you leap, you also jump. When you bounce, you're leaping. Or bound. Spring, you know, you have spring in your step. This reminds me of Tigger for some reason. You know, it's like bouncy, you know, fun. And of course, skip. Skip is probably the least one that is a synonym of leap, because you can skip and not really be leaping, but it's close enough. So very good. Hope you had fun watching today. It's kind of frustrating there, I'm sure, for people that knew it was earache or Crossword Joe. That's bounce, not bound. Anyway, I know I can hear you out there. I just don't know what you're saying. You know, your lips are moving, but I can't hear the words you're saying. 1949. Again, I hope you had fun today, and I hope to see you again here next month, starting tomorrow, March. That's right. And until then, take care.